its long-term game plan.
Yeah.
Like putting it so that Kevin has to have more and more reach. And if you're an aggro deck, that sucks.
That does suck a lot. And so that's kind of the hope. Derek's taking second. He wants the Energize,
Right.
which is quite logical because Blade of Faith is just the best card in this deck.
Right.
It's the reason that you play Brunhild over things like Lucifer when you're playing these black-white altar builds, is just because Blade of Faith in the main board gives you outs against so many different decks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it makes your altar matchup hilarious. Cause especially post-sideboard. Because post-sideboard, you have 4 copies of Sealing the Gates of Darkness. you have 8 copies of Sealing the Gates of Darkness for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, with Blade of Faith. You just have 4 fast ones and 4 slow ones.
Yeah.
Turn 1, we're seeing that.
That's a Dark Elf Spy.
That's a Dark Elf Spy. I'm going to go ahead and reset the clock here.
Yeah.
They do have a timer on the table.
Yeah.
So Dark Elf Spy, just going to go ahead and pass the turn there. We're at 39 all.
It's going to be 39 all. We see a Blackstone. We see a Layla.
That's an altar play. That's an altar deck. Nothing really much to talk about there.
Yeah. Nothing
surprisingly enough, that when we've seen Derek on stream, he hasn't actually had a lot of crazy altar Layla shenanigans. They just haven't ever been on the board at the same time.
I mean,
consistently.
That's It's intriguing because he's.
Can we get a third 6 in a row? Oh, we didn't get it.
His deck is a little bit less altar heavy.
Ooh, hitting the all seed actually pretty good, I think here. With no altar in hands.
I believe he's still on 1 command of life and death.
That is a Dark Elf Gravekeeper. So we're sending a Dark Elf to grave. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sending a Lily. What is this deck? So many cards that I did not see last time it was played.
Right.
Second copy of Dark Elf Gravekeeper. Yeah. So many. What is this package?
It's quite a package. I mean, yeah. March of the Dead plus, and I don't think you've had a Commander Life in this, but March of the Dead to grab back both of those is quite solid.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I've played against my fair share of Lilies. It's a pain.
And then at the end of the turn, we're going to go to... Oh, I also just realized I have Kevin at 39,000 life.
Yeah.
He'll be at 3,800 life.
Man, Dark Elf Spy is really good.
Yeah, right? Getting in there.
All right. So second Blackstone. Looking at... So...
Do you have access to Dispel if we need the life gain? See the Blade of Faith? Nothing really here the Blade of Faith is really wanting to hit, though.
Nah.
Looks like a top deck Look of Corruption. That seems pretty good for
it looks
Kevin right now.
Looks like Derek's just passing with double black.
Oh, Sprinting Time Horse.
That's a card.
That's a Lily, I think, in hand. That's going to get cast.
Yeah. That actually can be an intriguing play, is the Lily.
Yeah, I don't think he has a bodyguard in grave, does he? He sent just a regular Lily to grave.
I don't even know if he's playing Protectors. It's very interesting.
So we're going to see...
he's going to Power of Immortality
the Layla in response to the Lily.
Yeah.
So we get a Blackstone. Layla gets to come back into play taps.
Yeah.
But now Kevin gets to go in for a pretty aggressive turn, right?
He does. In theory, I'm not sure if Derek has any Life Severings in hand, or how many he was playing in his deck even.
Right.
In true Derek fashion, he changed his deck list about 8 times between when I went to sleep and when I woke up this morning.
Sounds about right.
And so Gravekeepers are going to come through. That's 3. That's 6.
32.
And that's
28.
Going to be, 10 total. So 28. And then tapping black. That's a Sprinting Time Horse.
We're just going in.
They're going for gold. They are. They're thinking through the ramifications of a Sprinting Time Horse being cast in top 8 in 2019. And that's a Lily. That's gonna put some life on the board
if he drains with it.
Right.
He's gonna do it.
He's gonna do it once at least.
So we have a 6, taking him down to 2,200, and he'll be up to 44.
It's actually not huge. Admittedly, I'm used to Lily gaining something egregious like 77 life. So,
and then he'll be at another 200 because of the Null Stone. So down to 42 technically.
Okay.
Because I missed the burn there. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. I think I'm curious what Derek's hand is doing right now. He wanted white there, I think, because
to board wipe.
Yeah, Odin's Judgment here would have been a huge blowout.
Oh, absolutely. Would have been a ton of value. So Derek is technically at 21 because of the end of game burn trigger.
Yeah.
So a nice little 2,000-point life swing. We're going to...
Yeah. We're attacking with Layla into the Dark Elf Spy.
So that we get a stone.
It dies. So we get a stone.
Belial? Yeah.
Yeah, that's Belial.
That's a Belial.
Which is
one,
better.
2, 3, 4, 5 damage. So taking Kevin down to 31. Or, sorry, 36. Belial's
okay.
on board.
This changes the dynamic of what's going on hugely. And even better than Odin's Judgment, we get a body left over as well.
Right.
So
the weirdness here is, though, March of the Dead.
I mean, March of the Dead will certainly do things, don't get me wrong.
On a weekend, March of the Dead can grab double Lily. There's quite a few Dark Elves in grave.
Actually, what it can grab is Lily plus Sprinting Time Horse. Okay. Quietly.
We'll talk silently. Fewer players are here, so they can hear us talking a little bit.
We'll have an ASMR session.
So Astema coming in here. Doesn't get the gain off of it because he only has 1, but he takes Derek down to 16.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go ahead and see a Look of Corruption to take the altar.
Okay.
I would have taken the Blade of Faith.
Well, there's no white mana right now.
There's no white, and Derek probably has 1 from grave. Or 1 from Rune Dead. No, he's playing Odin's Judgment.
No, he's playing Odin's Judgment.
And he would know that.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just banking on not hitting white, and he'd rather just take the altar because it's more obviously value. But the white.
But I think at this point where you've seen 5 stones out of them, like the likelihood that they're going to not hit white is starting to go way down.
Right.
So I'm expecting a Blade of Faith targeting the Astema right now. And then just Belial crunching in for 12.
Yeah, for sure.
There doesn't seem to be a lot that can stop that from happening.
I mean, he's tapped out.
Yeah. Can't think of any voodoo magic that would stop that. So that's going to put him to 20. And that's very much a Astema range. That's going to target Alsaid, which is going to grab a Layla.
Right? Take him for down to 20.
Yep. Alsaid also gets to be like a removal spell in the pitch as well.
And ramp, because you can sacrifice the Layla.
Yeah. He's just going to... Oh, there's Astema.
Yep. Also not a gain, but still a hit for 15.
That's
look at all these low life totals.
Yep, they're both down there. This game has shifted its...
tempo very quickly, both directions.
Yeah.
Calling a stone.
Part of it is just so far behind on mana is part of the issue.
Yeah.
They're a long ways back.
Well, Derek is tapped out.
True, but with 5 mana, with 3 blockers,
and a removal,
or a removal for anything of note, like. Yeah, he's in a Rosario now. I really kind of wanted to Rosario last turn.
Yeah, for sure. Just to get rid of the Belial?
Yeah, because then the Belial's gone, and you've just kind of reset the board to, like, null state. And
so I think,
kind of go
I mean,
there.
the play here is to lose the All-Seed and the All-Seed and the Layla, right?
Oh, you might be considering, like, losing Astema because he has reanimation stuff. Because he's playing Brunhild, like, but he's going to get rid of Alsaid.
Yeah, I think it's just a better call. It's also going to hit Kevin for 2 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, there's also just, like, less value that Alsaid is getting him right now in the face of him tapping 2 for a Black Rosario.
Right.
Definitely limits the options. Part of the issue that I'm feeling with Kevin's deck is that it's got a lack of top end.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going really hard in the early game with a bunch of Dark Elves, and then something like a Belial happens. And then you're like, cool, I don't have Athenias to back up this plan.
Right.
And so now Derek just kind of gets to do whatever he wants. So we're going to see Life Severing.
Blade. Has to pay full cost for it.
Has to pay full cost for it. It is rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just lethal, right? Derek needs to find 1 point of damage.
7.
Derek needs to find 1 point of damage from somewhere. Because it'll put him at 6, and then you can burn for 5.
Yeah.
So you literally just need 1 point of damage from something.
From
taking
anything.
Out of 6.
Like another Astema would do it, obviously.
Well, he's got that, right? He has freed from the altar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then...
Yeah, it looks like they're just scooping it up. So there was game 1.
Because Derek does play freed, right?
Yeah.
So he just goes and grabs another all seed. It leaves, interestingly enough, leaves Derek at 1. And, it would leave Derek at 2, and then it would kill Kevin. But
yeah.
With freed from the altar, he could just go grab the Astema and then drain.
Yep.
So moving into game 2, they have 3 minutes to sideboard.
Yep.
They can look at deck lists if they want. They don't have to. And I think that's the thing that Black-White Brunhild, I think, has in this matchup going for it, is just that, is the Blade of Faith, is that kind of stuff. And it has so many board wipes. Like, it's not just Odin's Judgment. I also got Belial.
Yeah.
And the problem is, since you're dealing damage, Belial is potentially cheaper, right? So that doesn't feel good because, like, you're naturally kind of fueling an easy comeback.
Yeah. It did feel like he might have overcommitted to that board a little bit. Because when you are playing against Brunhild, you just have to know that, like, Odin's Judgment is there.
Right,
like,
you have
like
to respect
always
it.
Presume they're playing Odin's Judgment unless you see a blade. So, like, that's always a thing you have to consider. And he's an altar deck. You should, in any altar deck, you should have a Belial.
Right.
Just one. If that's all you need half the time, just one will do. But, yeah, he might have maybe overcommitted to that board just a little bit. And now, post-sideboard, this matchup gets even harder.
Right, absolutely.
Because
this is even harder for Kevin, for sure.
You bring in Sealing the Gates of Darknesses and a bunch of other anti-black tech, and it's going to be tough.
So do you pull out the lilies in this matchup? With no protectors, I just don't see the value of the lilies.
A lot of the decks in this vein that I've seen where they're like on this Lucifer plan are running like 1 copy of Protector.
Right.
Which is why I'm kind of surprised he didn't get that one off of it. So part of me wonders if maybe he's not playing a Protector. I feel like Protector would be really good in this matchup because you get to blank a Sealing the Gates, or you get to, because the biggest thing with Protector is to remember,
or a Blade of Faith.
Biggest thing to remember with Protectors, it just says give a Resonator Barrier,
right?
Or maybe just Dark Elf, but regardless, like
it's a Dark Elf, I believe.
But it doesn't target specifically the Lily that's removing it.
Yeah, and Lily just makes it so you have instant speed to that.
Yeah, which is really relevant against the Brunhild deck, which is really high on
spot removal.
Oh, sorry.
Trying to find Lily's Protector real quick. It's in the same set as Lily.
All of these really awkward and difficult to find cards. We're just making sure Jeremy goes through his...
Force me to have it, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the thing? Force me to have it?
Force you to have it. I'm a combo player. That's what I do. So, yeah, this feels like it's just going to get even better now.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Target Dark Elf gains barrier.
Okay. But he's playing multiple Dark Elves, so... Man, that can give barrier to Freyla.
Yep.
That card is nuts. Yeah. I solidly consider Freyla like a solid tier 2 deck.
I agree.
It's so close.
I think
the only
reason why you're the main reason why you're playing Lucifer over Freyla right now is because you have access to the Rune deck and Black Rosario.
Black Rosario is
really
and
Freed from the altar. Like it's just these like things that keep the Dark Elf package like going that you just don't have to worry about drawing. That is, I think, why you play Lucifer over Freyla.
Yeah.
But like Freyla has a lot. Going for her.
She has a lot going. She brings a lot to the table, and I always underestimated her until some people were.
Kevin actually.
Yeah.
Back in Colorado.
Yeah,
had a lot of success. He almost top 8'd, so it's good for him for finally top 8'ing.
And Blake Hahn, who here is top 8, he was one of the people who did that.
I'm being informed that Kevin plays a single copy of Protector.
Huh. A single copy. He just didn't grab it. Okay.
I don't know why we did. Maybe it was in hand, so we couldn't mill it with the Gravekeeper. I feel like the play would have been like Lily Mill Protector.
You'd think
with double.
But I don't know. I'm not a Freyla expert, admittedly.
I am also not a Freyla expert.
I played it once in testing to prep for, I think, Philadelphia, and then decided I didn't like the deck. So, all right. Kevin's going to take the Energize. Perfectly reasonable. That was a nice, quick game 1.
Yeah, got plenty of time.
Yep. Huh. All right. Best thing about mono black decks is that all of the cards look the same.
It's the worst part about black decks. Black and purple. Just like put those two colors together and that you have a darkness card.
Especially when Derek's playing, because you just see a mess of purple and black things
moving.
Yep.
No Layla.
Didn't mulligan to the Layla. That's not terrible.
Demonic Soulstone coming off.
I see a hand that involves a blade and a ceiling. So like. Ooh. Yeah.
That's a really good hit.
Yeah, losing blade is a bit of pain.
Okay.
Ooh.
Will we see a Freyla? Or sorry, a Gene.
Sean.
2. There it is.
There it is.
Okay, cool. Sweet. So we're going to see this 9/7 Gene coming in, hitting in the face for 9 damage.
Amongst other things.
Hitting the Blade of Faith, that's actually a really good turn 1, I think.
If Derek hits white, this becomes a lot easier. But we'll see. He doesn't. We're going to see just an alternate pass.
Ooh, that's not good.
It could be worse. Like, there's a 9/9 Jean. That's just the scariest thing there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you just have a 9/9 Jean. You're going to go down to 22, and then, you know, you didn't do anything on your turn, right? So, like, he gets to potentially put even more pressure on.
Yeah.
Look of Corruption.
That's going to probably take Sealing the Gates of Darkness. Yeah, that's actually big.
Transmuter. You take Transmuter.
I'd take Sealing.
I would take Transmuter.
Sealing
so hard.
is actually the removal spell, and there's a chance that Brunhild just spins the white stone, and now you're blown out. In this play, you're taking. He can still run out the Transmuter, but what he didn't do with
that's
it,
fair.
it's just
that's
a 6/7.
I see
7/8. I don't know.
It's a 6/7. Yeah. I see the reason either way.
Yeah,
but Transmuter's also stealing a body, so like.
Yeah, but it's not a hugely relevant body, man. Transmuter's main like.
Derek's hand is pretty dead here.
It's rough.
He has the life gain potential from Transmuter with the with the dispels and stuff.
Yeah.
Draw, see a Ray. Not a bad card to see here. I don't hate that.
I'm just gonna watch a Jeanne d'Arc beat down at the moment.
Just 9/7 coming in. Yep.
I think
Ray.
Ray. The thing that I can see here is Jeanne d'Arc, and then I can see block power. Yeah, that looks like what we're going to see is block power, and so Transmuter's going to survive, and Jeanne will die.
No, power only supports the attack.
Yeah,
Jeanne is hitting for 9.
Yeah, it's a 9/7.
Right,
power pumps attack. So, but Sand Awakening will
keep the Gene alive as well.
Yeah.
So the Gene will go up to being a 11. 11, 13?
13.
So the Transmuter won't do anything?
Something like that. You know, Sand Awakening, that card that does things.
It goes +2/+6.
+2/+6 to non-red.
And he paid 3, so he's down to 19.
Yeah.
With the Transmuter.
Yep.
Paying another 300.
Yep.
To then gain 800, so he'll gain 5, so 24.
Trying to fix his hand a little bit. So we'll see if what he can. His hand is a little bit on the rough side. He draws a messenger and a Layla's helpful here. Using the power is a little bit annoying, but what did we say? Mana Transmuter was a 6/7.
6/7.
Oh, that's annoying because there's a spear in that hand, but the spear currently doesn't
kill anything.
Yeah. I guess, like, Layla Banish Layla to alter, produce white. Banish Mana Transmuter to alter, get a Jeanne d'Arc Spear.
You said words.
That's the line my brain thought of.
It's a really complex interaction here.
Instead, he's going to pay 3 and play a Messenger of the Sun.
Sounds good. Down to 21. Does anyone know? I haven't been paying attention. I didn't look at the deck list. Is there a Jet Black Wings in Kevin's sideboard, in Seven's rune deck?
I don't believe so.
Oh,
from when I played
a Jet Black Wings would be really good right now. It would be huge, in my opinion. We're going to try to see zero. I mean, zero flipping over is already pretty huge in this instance, but
it looks like, zero on the stack. Yep, he's going to let it happen. He didn't have a way to quite deal enough damage to kill the zero.
So, everybody's favorite invert card.
Yep.
Zero coming in, giving us a nice little bubble. Doesn't protect from board wipes.
Yep. Very notably, yeah. So we'll see just what we can get here.
8.
It's going to be 8.
Down to 13.
It's going to be...
He's sitting 13. On 4 will here.
Yeah, 4 will is certainly...
That's an Astema.
Oh boy, that's an Astema.
Does he have enough runes to gain?
No.
No, just hits.
He only has tiers.
800 high speed.
High speeding. Well.
Do we have a removal spell in hand? Because if not...
there's a spear.
Oh, it gets targeted. It gets the bubble from 0.
Oh, no. That's right.
Because it does target.
Oh, no. No, that's also even worse because now Derek can spear it.
Right. This turn, if he had...
Yeah, spear in hand.
Oh, yeah, because he paid for it.
Yeah, Nullstone. Huh.
Oh, that's real no good.
Yeah, that could be a problematic affair.
Sealing the Gate of Darkness?
Oh, but no, you can't do that. Sorry, never mind, because that would put you to 5, and then you die.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Well, then you banish the Layla and get that cheeky Lorite out.
The cheekiest of plays.
The cheekiest Lorite.
Yeah, so the problem is here is he can't use this transmuter at all, because being an 8 life, like the second he pays, well, now he can. On his turn, he can. But if he had done it at any point in time during Kevin's turn, Kevin would go, oh, well, in response, pay a grand to kill you.
Yeah. And he has plenty of space to do that.
Just move into recovery.
I would sack Layla. Which is
the high speed not hit if 0 only gives to entities Kevin controls. Right, he was using the high speed to target his own Astema.
Yeah.
So Astema was then... It just says anytime a thing would target it, it doesn't give barrier.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not proper barrier. It cancels anything that targets.
So high speed technically targets, so 0 cancels it.
Yes. Which is hilarious because I know Shannon has played both Ray and high speed.
Right.
We love Shannon. He's a local. He got 10th place in Minnesota one year. He's solid. So here's another Layla. Okay, so
we Layla'd into Layla.
What he's doing here is he's going for board wipes, I think. Because if I was me, I think what he's going for is to try to get an Odin's Judgment. In theory.
Wipe the board.
Yeah.
It won't kill the gene though.
Yeah, that's a little awkward.
Awkward.
So he has the board.
Well,
wipe.
you could.
He has follow-up plays though, so I don't know what he has, or maybe he doesn't have follow-up plays. Goodness.
Derek, what you got in there, bud? What's in that hand?
Let's see. Board wipe, freed from the altar, a stemma. And then you leave up a stemma to block a Jeanne d'Arc.
Unsure.
That's my best guess as to what his theoretical line could be. If I were to guess.
If you were a gambling man?
Yeah. It's a big gamble. You're putting a lot of resources into this, but he's tapped out. He's drawing a card going to 8 or
with
4.
Dispel. So he'll pay through.
He's
using the white, so 18. So he's up to 18. Just use the stone to go up to 18. Say, I want a little more comfort in my will, please.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll see your Astema and raise you an Astema.
Yeah. So he's going to see his own Astema.
So 23 to 33.
Huh. He's already used power. Getting back up to 23 is super handy because this means that he might not die on the crackback.
Right. There's a lot of damage represented on Kevin's board right now.
And he's ahead on...
And Spear of the Valkyrie. The hand is not good. Spear of the Valkyrie, Messenger of the Sun, Evil Elemental Uprising.
Yeah.
There's not a lot there.
A lot of it's white, which is awkward.
Yes.
So he's going to be able to, like, have all of these blockers.
Kevin's sitting on at least... There's an Oberazuki in hand. The 4-drop Oberazuki. I don't hate that. There's also a...
I know that he has at least 3 of them in his list somewhere.
There's also... I definitely saw a... I know cards. Kyle, I promise.
What does it do?
Life-Severing Blade.
Yes, that one. That's a card.
Yes. Kevin has Life-Severing Blade in hand. So that's a potential removal spell to stop the Astema blocker.
Yeah. He's able to get another Astema. Like, that's relevant. He can also, on Kevin's turn, spear something of his own.
To gain some life back?
Yeah. Like his own messenger, for example. Or you can...
Paying some life?
He's banishing to altar, and then he's going to Einhydrar summons it back into play. And then he's going to get a Bile.
Yeah, okay. So this is weird because it only takes out the 0.
And the Astema.
Oh, no, it's a Fallen Angel.
That's right, Astema's a Fallen Angel. I hope Derek remembered that.
So he should be... So just killed the 0.
Yep. Takes 1.
Yeah, it's down to 20, 32.
Okay.
Derek has no floating will.
He just has 2 black open. Or pay 1 black.
Oh, I guess he had 1. Okay, I guess he had paid for.
Oh, so he paid for.
So he's down to 2,000.
Yeah.
Because he used the stone to pay.
Yeah.
He used the stone to play.
Dispel, and so then he paid 3,
and then gains 12. 3,200.
Okay.
Good turn.
That's a good turn.
Tied it back up.
This is why Derek is a master at figuring out these turns in Black White Brunhild. He's
had a lot of success. I mean, he was the one who won a GP with it.
Yeah, he can see Astema lines that I've never even dreamed of. Like, that's just how good he is. So what can Kevin do on the crackback here?
Well, Gene.
You got a 9-7 Gene.
Chat, send in your energy.
Yeah.
Evil Elemental Uprising.
Evil, just run it out.
If you're going to steal all my cards anyway,
you can take my Messenger of the Sun. He's empty-handed, though. That's reasonably relevant.
Well, he doesn't have the ability to Brunhild Judgment next turn, so that is not great. Oof. Empty hand, empty board. 1 will open for Kevin. Oh, that's actually pretty good.
But the solid thing for Derek is I think he still got freed from the altar live.
I think so.
He takes 9. At worst, he takes 15 here. Because there's like a theoretical Majin Dark in hand.
Sure.
So at worst case scenario, he's going to take 15. And then...
Can you go verify life totals at the table, please? Thank you.
Yeah. That's like worst case scenario, is that he takes that. And then he can, like,
Freed from the altar
Astema or Athenia.
It has to be Astema, right? Because you need the extra cards.
Yeah, Astema gets to draw you cards, which is the big value there. You can also get Athenia and just, like, try to start locking your opponent's board down. And now you have access to Judgment, fetch back Belial.
Command of life and death off the top.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, we were way off.
What comes at 2,000? I think Kevin's just dead. Okay, yeah. I don't know where we missed all of those life interactions.
This is maybe, but I feel like I was tracking those.
Yeah.
Probably missing some transmuter payments.
Probably.
Derek isn't playing Freed from the Altar. Oh yeah, he isn't playing Freed from the Altar.
Oh, he's playing Judgment, right? That's right, he's playing Einhydra summons instead.
Have we seen Black Rosario this game?
No. So Rosario can land here. I also believe that he paid life for that Athenia, or that off of Astema to get Layla.
So down to 19.
I think so, yeah.
So Black Rosario takes those 2 down. If we have an Astema here, that's lethal, right? Oh, sweet. So that's the end. So Derek's like, okay, moving on. Game 3. Because down to 19, down to 10.
He clawed back from a really bad situation.
But unfortunately,
it just wasn't quite enough to push himself over the edge.
So, hey, pushing it to Game 3. I like Game 3s.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Game 3s. Looks like everybody else in top 8 is still playing.
Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. Again, quite the top 8. We got Lucifer Dark Elves. We got Shamimi Balls. We got all kinds of stuff in top 8.
Lucifer, Brunhild beat Lucifer.
What?
Brunhild beat Lucifer.
Who is?
Which one?
Oh, okay, Han.
Yeah.
Han beat Lucifer.
All right.
Okay, so
Blake Han moves
Blake
on to
moves on to top 4.
Yep. Moves on to the semis over Lucifer. And he felt pretty good about that. I think he won the match in Swiss. So it was just I think Lucifer aggro, he said. So it becomes really easy after sideboards again.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right. All right.
Okay. We have rest of top 8, top 4, and finals to get to 10 new members.
Yep.
Let's do it. We've got 3. We need 7 more people to come on board as members and become official Ruler School alumni. You know you want to. Just click that little join button. It goes to support the channel. Helps us purchase new equipment. That's the biggest thing. Helping us purchase new equipment and helps us travel to more events as well.
Yeah.
All of that stuff is we pour it all right back into the channel. I just reinvest.
Yeah. And gotta get you over to Minnesota sometime.
I mean, I've been there last time.
I mean, like for some of our less massive.
I would love to.
That would be
I would
lovely.
love to come for some of those.
You're not too far away.
It's not a terrible flight.
Yeah.
Money for my boy Logan.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Logan.
Logan Moses says, more money for my boy.
All right. Derek logically choosing to go second.
Yeah.
Like just having any access to white is super relevant.
Absolutely super relevant in this matchup.
He bricked on a few key cards there, and like a turn 2 Jean just was able to run away with the game.
Yeah, so. Right. That Jean literally stuck there from turn 1 through the entire game.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at corruption.
What do we see? Miscalc, Ceiling, Black Tears, Jeanne d'Arc, and Astema.
So there's something to be said here about the idea of grabbing the Astema?
That was kind of what I was thinking. Because Astema's just like how you like...
But the problem is, so I'm almost unsure about actually grabbing that.
Yeah.
Because hitting the shield at the gates is great.
That's about like as good...
If you don't register, I'm Babatunde getting crazy over here.
He's not here to play.
But yeah, I kind of would be worried about top decking a Command of Life and Death. I mean, like, oh, cool, turn 1 Astema.
Yeah, but most people are only playing 1.
Yeah,
command.
Maybe 2.
Yeah.
Freed from the Altar coming down for Kevin.
Yeah. Curious what this is gonna go get. Probably an Astema.
I mean, it's been working out great for everybody so far.
I have a tendency to mostly just go grab Astemas off of my Freeds.
It's a good card. I've heard it does good things.
Instead, he's going to grab and cast a Dark Elf Spy.
Interesting choice.
Okay. Sure. As much as I don't like to be the contrarian, the game that Kevin did the best in was the game that he did not look like a Dark Elf deck.
Yeah, you're correct. Correct. The game where the Dark Elves did not play their part.
Where he was just a standard old Lucifer aggro deck that faithed into a Lucy on turn 2.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So here's just a Jean. His hand's a little bit kooky at the moment, so he's just going to be like, here's a 7/5.
Yeah. I've done a thing.
Yeah. It's a baddie.
Paying himself for 2.
Yep. That
Down
sounds like a
Majin
Dark.
That is.
Imagine Dark.
Watching Dark Elf swinging in for 6. Saying, hey, do you have a gene? Yeah, that gene? You can block? You can block with a gene?
I mean, I wouldn't. Or what else? Or he does.
Oh, you can't tell Derek what to do.
Einhydra summons.
Right, so he just brings it back.
Yeah.
Power of Immortality. Miscalc in response to the Power of Immortality. That was a clutch play.
All right. Yeah, that could be pretty decent.
That's a pretty clutch play from Derek.
Yeah, and I think part of it is that what you're reading here is that Kevin has burned Power of Immortality, which is generally one of the best cards in the matchup, in any matchup.
Right.
On a Majin Dark Elf.
Right.
Which
was
already trading.
And didn't win.
Yeah.
Like, still ended up losing it.
I think the main thing is that once he powers that Majin Dark Elf, Derek looks at that and says, something is wrong with Kevin's hand. I have to go for the throat here. And that's what he did. He was like, energize miscalc. You know, I've done that before as well.
I need to capitalize on what I've just been given.
Yeah, that's the thing that's like a really good recommendation when you're learning the game and trying to like figure out how you're like playing in these sorts of situations.
So
that was a Jeanne d'Arc attacking a Dark Elf spy.
That got Sand Awakening.
Yeah.
So we lost. Wait, how did Jean? Oh, she's a 7-5. My apologies. Yeah. I forgot she's a 7-5. Down to 27.
Yeah.
Off of the Astema. Everybody says it a little different.
Yeah, I say Astema.
It's fair.
Just, you know, I think I don't have a reasoning. That's just how everyone says it.
Put the emphasis on the wrong on a different syllable.
Yeah, exactly. But one thing that's really helpful to learn once you like start moving start like playing more is kind of reading when your opponent's struggling, when something's going
Why is the Dark Elf dead?
Jeanne d'Arc. It had 7
the counters.
counters.
Correct. Evil Elemental Uprising. Don't know if I would have preemptively cast that.
He is very aggressive with his Evil Elves. Very, very aggressive.
Now we have 2 Astemas on board.
Yeah.
And he definitely gets to drain with it, though.
That's a lot of Astemas. My boy. So,
it looks like top seed 1st versus 8th got finished. I don't know who won though.
First seed won. So that would be.
I don't know if first seed won. First seed won.
Yeah.
Okay, so Adam moving on to top 4 against Jamimi. So that's pretty dope. His first ever top 8 appearance, now making it all the way to top 4.
Yep. Against another person who made it to his first top 8 appearance, and is now his first top 4.
Right, I was talking about Adam making his first top 8 appearance.
Oh yeah, I suppose the ruler just never has made it to
the
top.
The ruler has never topped. This is literally the first time I think that Adam has topped an event.
You're right.
Coming in clutch right before he gets a ton of support to be super relevant.
Yeah. But so does everybody else.
Yeah, everybody.
All right. So we've got 2 Astemas.
Slow each other down.
Dueling Astema situation. The classic.
The lighting makes them both look so different.
Yeah.
Because, like, the gold is catching on the one on the left, even though they're both full arts.
Yeah. Lack of a white stone is painful because I saw there was a ceiling in hand for Derek.
Can someone go check life on the table? Sorry. Just all paying so much life.
Good old Astema. It just makes it so easy.
It's like Final Battle.
Yeah.
So we saw Layla and a Jean. This is pretty good. Jean going in.
Jean comes in. Yeah, that's a reasonable turn.
I mainly just want to know if Derek
drew a card last turn.
If Derek drew a card.
So we'll just watch a pass after that.
Why are we so off? Derek is at 2,100.
Oh, dear.
To Kevin's 25. This is why I wish my tablet had worked. But alas, it did not.
Someone activated Astema at some point, probably that we missed. That's probably
paying $1,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Rosario.
Get a card. Now he's just like making it so that like we're seeing white next turn, like it's almost guaranteed.
We're seeing what next turn?
White mana.
Oh yeah.
So Derek doesn't particularly mind this Black Rosario coming through. Now he has Rune 5. He can play a Tiger Me and find all of the other pieces.
He could go.
Instead, he's going to play a Majin Dark Elf,
which is much more relevant.
A more reasonable play.
Yeah, and it's not going to get blocked. So just 16 coming in, down to 1,500.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like lethal yet.
Not quite.
Kevin's at 23.
Is that a second Majin Dark Elf in hand? It absolutely is. Down to 21.
Swing's going to put down to 9.
Feels awkward.
That means that he has to block with a stemma, which is
But then the other
fine.
Estema swings in for 7.
No, he blocks a stemma.
With Estema.
Right.
Or you
Trade
just
with
don't
the
swing.
Stemma.
So this is a pretty interesting conundrum, and I think one of the things that makes sports so interesting, right, is the combat shenanigans. So because right now, Derek has to like leave up. If he takes it, it goes down to 9. He'd have to be like, well, I have to save the Estema for the Estema, right? But then like, there's nothing saying that Kevin has to attack.
True.
Right.
And
So then you're just kind of like,
yeah.
It's like free damage kind of thing.
And there's another thing I think where the biggest thing that's a worry here is that like Derek might get blown up by an evil L. Because, I don't like this at all. Because what I think you do here is you attack with a stemma. Because Derek hasn't proc power yet.
Right, so then when he procs power to try to bring it back, then you evil elemental.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that. Like, he top decks a sack altar and starts to, like, do some really silly shenanigans now.
Looks like I see another Estema in hand
So
for Kevin.
21.
So, I mean, potentially, with no access to any white, he didn't. Oh, we're still in upkeep.
Yeah.
If for some reason Derek doesn't see white here.
Okay,
Okay, he's on white. And moving on.
So, now the question is...
What does he use the white on?
Let's see.
Yeah, clearly the Black Tears comes down to take down the 2.
Yeah, Black Tears is great here.
That's pretty obvious.
Actually solid. A nice thing you can do here is just go swing a stemma and then like try to bait a block, and then you have power of immortality, which then gains you more life.
But I don't think you'd block it. I mean, Kevin's high up on life. Why would you risk the power of immortality replacements?
Yeah. Sucks being 1 mana off that Athenia.
Just passes the turn.
So this leaves him up to like have a few shenanigans.
He's got Sealing the Gates and a miscalc.
Yeah.
The problem here is we just cast a stemma, right? Oh, what is happening?
He's gonna hard cast a Life Severing Blade, and I don't like this because that procs that power of immortality.
Yeah, that feels like a completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Play like it just puts Derek so much.
Well, you swing for 7,
but there's a miscount.
Goes to 7, and then you go a stemma kill you. Yeah, I think he still has it.
So Derek has
but he has white, so he can cast a spell in response to the Estema.
Can miscalc or Sealing Scroll, or gain life.
Goes to 7. Estema activation goes to 2.
Second Estema from hand for lethal.
Right, but he has Dispel up.
Yeah, but if he tries to remove the Estema, he won't have Dispel.
That's why I kind of feel like you let this attack through, because it's not going to represent lethal. It's going to put you to 7. At worst, it puts you to 2. And then you go...
But then you just hard... If you're in Kevin's position in this... So if you're in Kevin's position in this position, right?
Yeah.
You go cast... So the damage goes through.
Yeah.
Right? You go play a stemma.
Yeah.
From hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't burn yet.
Right. And then I just Dispel.
And then in response to Dispel, pay 5, pay for the life. The other stemma comes in, drains you, and then I pay 5 again. You're still at 2. So there's the second one. So the damage went through, it looks like, down to 7.
Yeah, down to 7. Yep. And
Derek's going
to writing on the wall.
Yeah, he's going to concede. So, wow, Lucifer Dark Elves taking out Black-White Brunhild.
Yeah. And as I said, the matches where Lucifer, all of his whites are on the bottom.
Yeah, just not seeing it.
All of the matchups where it looked good was the matchups where didn't look like a Dark Elf deck.
Yeah, absolutely. The Dark Elf, I think, in this matchup in particular, the Dark Elf package just didn't get there. I think we're still waiting on the results of one match. Sure.